الحمد لله على إحسانه وشكرا له على توفيقه وامتنانه شهادة أن لا إله إلا الله توفيقا لشأنه وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله الداعي إلى رضوانه وبعد يقول صلى الله عليه وسلم ألا أدلكم على شيء إذا فعلتموه تحاببتم أفشوا السلام بينكم فأقول السلام عليكم ورحمة من لدنه وبركاته بإذن الله. I would love to give in brevity few ideas on the topic atomized by the Amana Legacy Foundation. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to bless them profusely. The topic I'll be talking about is how can we create a united front for an Islamic organization. The first thing we should know with the topic is setting a united front for no other organization, rather an Islamic organization. We should know that if we want to increase any Islamic organization, we have to increase the amount of scholars we have. So, and the form we can do this is by the way we can improve the amount of scholars we have is by increasing the amount of schools we have. And when I'm talking about schools, I don't mean a total Islamic school or a complete conversion school or Western school, as you may put it. I mean a co-educational institute, a co-educational school. Instances like the one we have in Ebro, the popular school, Islamic Center, Afikbo. The one we have here in the States. Now here we have Hira Comprehensive College, we have Afima Co-Educational College. Then we have here in Benin City one upcoming madrasa who has a co-educational standard, which is Khidmatuddin. And when I mean co-educational, I mean both the Islamic aspect and the conventional aspect of it. The fact is, in the era we are today, we are to create more scholars who can give da'wah both in Arabic and Western. We have to create scholars who are sound Islamically and also sound in the Western world. We have to create schools where you can find Muslims, you can find teachers who teach the Western aspects perfectly, same as the Arabic aspect perfectly. We have to create more of this organization to get a better united front. Just like said in the book Ta'alim Muta'allim fi Tariq al-Ta'allum, it said that العلم علمان علم الطب للأبدان وعلم الدين للأديان وعلم الطب للأبدان. According to a scholar of mine, Sheikh Rabi' Samir, Hafidhahullah, he said that علم الطب, علم الدين is the normal deen knowledge we have, the Islamic deen, the Islamic part of the deen, علم القرآن, علم الحديث, علم الفقه, and the likes, how to give da'wah. These are the علم الدين. What makes you Muslim? Learning more about your deen, learning more about the religion. These are the ilm al-deen, the Arabic aspect of the deen. But the ilm al-tib nowadays, if we are to compare it to our era, is the Western aspect of the deen. We should try as much as possible. So he said that a human or a person who wants to encourage others or to inspire others about Islam in the era we are like this should have both. You have both the Islamic knowledge, same as the Western part of it. So and the only way we can create this organization, or the way we can create personnel like this, is for us to have schools, to create more schools. As we know here in Benin City, using Benin City as an example, because that's the place I reside in, so I know it best. We have very few amount of schools that are co-educational, very few amount. So if you can increase the amount of this, not just in those states, in other states, most especially the state that lacks Muslims, will have more personnel to use in creating a standard Islamic organization. Now, let's talk about the Islamic organization. Creating an Islamic organization. When we're talking about Islamic organization, we're talking about an organization that will help the Muslims and also slightly benefit the non-Muslims too. That will also massively or massively increase or inspire the non-Muslims into Islam. One of the ways we can create an Islamic organization we should create should be the one that we can use in empowering schools like this. We can use in assisting everyone in every community. We can use in assisting the Muslims. We should create an Islamic organization. For instance, we already have one, I should say, but the Amal Legacy Foundation can be an example for this. It should be as standard as, or should be better than organizations like the CAG, for instance, the Christian Association of Nigeria. This is an organization that is actually helping and assisting the non-Muslims. We should create an organization like this for Muslims that will speak on behalf of all Muslims. We should create an organization that will be able to assist the widows and the poor. We should create an organization that will be able to encourage youngsters into studying Arabic by creating job employment for them. Because most youngsters actually have the keen and the zeal to learn about the deen, but they feel learning about the deen, the employment or getting job with this course, it's very scanty. It's very difficult for you to get a job of this type. And we should try as much as possible to create an organization that can actually encourage leaders, Islamic leaders, such as the imams and all the Islamic clerics we may have. I mean, the scholars we already have, to encourage them in order for them to assist the spread of the deen. These people are materials that can make us have a successful Islamic organization. But the big question people might want to ask is, how do we fund ourselves in getting this type of organization? How do we fund this organization? How do we fund people that want to benefit from this organization? I have a very brief idea. I will just state it in brevity in the lab. I believe people who are watching this Fatomize it better than myself. The idea I would love to give is, if it's possible, or we Muslims or the Amana Legacy Foundation as a start, probably we can increase the numbers of organizations in the lab. Should please create something like a Muslim society. For instance, they should create a general bank account for Muslims. These bank accounts should be something that works like in form of thrift, as we say it popularly, in form of thrifting, but it will be to no one's benefit. This general bank account should be made compulsory or obligatory for Muslims who volunteers to pay a specific amount mentioned by the Amana Legacy Foundation or any Islamic organization, a specific amount mentioned by them. Possibly they can get schools to be part of it, wealthy Muslims or wealthy personnel to be part of it. So donate a very little specific amount, probably like 10,000, like 100,000, any amount decided by the community that they know is best for them. That wouldn't be too burdensome for anybody. So every one of people who is a salary earner who earns maturely, or business owners who know that donating such won't be an hectic problem, won't be hectic to them, won't be unnecessary to them. We should be able to give them this specific amount that they pay into the general bank account on a monthly basis. For instance, if we pay 10,000 naira, for instance, we are able to get 100 Muslim personnel be in the lab. We can get more than this, 70,000 be in the lab. If we can get 100 Muslim personnel to donate 10,000 naira, for instance, on a monthly basis, in a month we are able to get 1,000,000 naira. If we get 1,000,000 naira, we should be able to keep this promise. This money we are putting into this place isn't ours, it is for the organization to promote the things I mentioned, like building more schools, paying teachers, creating, encouraging widows and divorcees. Because of the one of the reasons why divorcees and the weak Muslims, or the divorcees, the widowers, the widows who don't, the orphans go out of Islam is because of poverty. So if we're able to eradicate this cause, we'll be able to increase the amount of Muslims we have. We'll be able to create this uniting front we want to get. So if we should gather this amount of money, possibly like this total amount of a million naira for 6 months, for instance, we should put that every 6 months we take the profits from 6 months to what, to do something beneficial, to do one of these projects. Like we can increase maybe producing more seminars, more da'wah. We can just put it into one of these projects we might have every 6 months. Every profit we get every 6 months, we use it for these purposes. They should have a specific amount that would not pay less than that all Muslims pay into the bank account. It shouldn't be for anybody, it should just be for the organization. The secondly, to boom this world, we should actually try to get business ideas from good business owners, like from this money we get from this organization or from this Muslim personnel that are donated. We should get a very reasonable business, probably like fishing, where you can get multiple of it in 6 months or in a year. So we should put some part of this money into such businesses and we can use it in getting a lot of funds. So if 100 people or 1,000 people, and the numbers will multiply and they will keep increasing. If you can keep getting this amount of people, I believe we'll get a lot of money from it. This is just a kind of a rough idea. I believe the committee will know best on how to beautify and organize the idea I just brought. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to assist us. And the other way we can fund ourselves in creating a very magnificent organization or a united front for Islamic nation, the way we can get funds to assist ourselves is for us to probably apply or be part of the memberships to organizations like the OIC and the likes. So we should try as much as possible so it will be easy and not a need for us to create organizations as powerful as the Nahdatul Ulama and other organizations. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless the organizers of this program, the Amana Legacy Foundation, starting with Sheikh Nuruddin Lemo and all other organizers. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless you profusely. ونحن أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم وآخر الدعوة الحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة من لدنه وبركاته.